Happy Tuesday to everyone. Very happy to be here with y'all. We are getting started here with episode 15 of Tea Days with Todd. Uh, Love it that hitting a good number like 15, that just sounds great. uh, I'm going to just kind of start off slow and talk about some stuff, and more people will be jumping in the room here. We'll get the conversation flowing here, but we have so many updates of things going on at LiveSpace, really positive stuff. I'm going to come back to that in a bit and see here. Let me drop a note in the chat. All right. Oh, let me see what's happening here. All right. Hey, Candex Air. How are you, man? Great to have you here. I'm trying to see what I'm doing here. I just literally tried to type a chat message and it said, can't send it. Give me a second. I'm going to try to type that again. All right. Hang on. So weird. Sure why. Okay. I just found a bug that we didn't have before, but I'm for some reason I'm not able to put chats into my own chat. But anyway, Memory League Death. Hey, how are you? Welcome in. Candex here. I'm super happy to have you here. Really great connecting with you, and look forward to talking more about stuff like that. And Memory League, happy to see you around as well. Um, Thank you, man. Everything is well with me. It's all good. So yeah, good stuff happening, man. I'm gonna jump in and I'll wait a little bit. We'll get a lot more people flowing in here in a bit. I'm expecting a good turnout here today. We've had so much happening at LiveSpace, all good stuff. I mean, just like we're growing really kind of exponentially right now, which is just we're literally, if you think of like a startup company, they always talk about, you kind of start like this and then your growth suddenly goes like this, and we're kind of right there. So we're just beginning that spike of stuff, and we've just seen kind of exponential growth over the last week or two, and it's super exciting stuff. So Pike 2C, man, welcome in. I shouldn't say man. I don't know if you're that's correct. Thank you for being here. I always ask. I'm always really curious to know. And Pike 2C, I see you must be brand new to LiveSpace. Welcome. I'm very happy to have you here. I see you've got no posts yet and just one follower, but so welcome. Look forward to seeing you here on LiveSpace. I always love to ask people, like, how did you hear about us? Where did you learn about LiveSpace? And let me know too. Like, I'm just curious, what time zone are you in? I'm in Pacific time. That's why you always see me talking about the times of the show. I always put Pacific time, but we literally have people from around the world that come in here. We'll probably have people in from England and other places in Europe. We get people from South America, Africa, Asia. LiveSpace is a global platform and has been from day one. Even since we were in beta testing, we brought our first rounds of people in to do beta testing, and they were literally people from around the world. So we just love seeing that. And oh man, Candex Air, New York, awesome. Hey, Joker, man, didn't see in the chat there. I had to refresh that. So great to see you. Happy to have you here. Candex Air, I need to get a trip back to New York. I love New York. My partner and I both have family in the area there, and New York is great. I'm assuming, I always assume when you say New York that it's New York City, but I don't know, that you could be upstate New York for all I know, but Ithaca or somewhere. Joker in PA. All right, awesome, man. So cool. No, I love it. We'll like I said, we'll have people in from all over the world here in a bit. It's all start coming in. Profits TV, great seeing you. Thank you for being here. Candex there, awesome, man, in the city. It gets deep, right? Totally. Uh, yeah, all good there. No, super stuff. Like I said, I'm going to start. Just I got things I want to talk about, and I'm happy to go over some updates on LiveSpace. I'll wait for a few more people to walk in, but I treat these casts here that I do. This is really an ask me anything kind of plan. I mean, I got stuff I could talk about like news. Actually, you know, I'll share this with you. This would be a good one to start off with here. Hey, pocket full of geese, nightmare, SE. Great seeing you both here. Thank you for coming back. Always happy to have you back in. So very cool. Um, Hey, Joker. See you note there. Thank you for all you do, Todd. This is extremely needed. Many people are happy with this great platform. My DMs are flooded. Joker, thank you, man. I love hearing that. Yeah, gosh, let me just say this. We are seeing, I think, phenomenal growth. I'm super excited about what we're seeing, but I'm seeing this trend, this vibe of messaging that we're getting both private to us and just posts on X/Twitter and all over social media, TikTok and places. Hey, Jumpy, hey, like thanks for the wave. Good having you. Yeah, I'm starting to see some themes here that we're seeing on what people are posting about, and they're talking about how they've come to LiveSpace and they literally had just stopped streaming. They were just tired and just didn't have the energy and enthusiasm that they once did to stream, whether it was gaming or just chat and or anything. And we've had so many people that have posted and talked about when they came to LiveSpace and they just felt this new warmth and energy and excitement, and they literally like people saying like for the first time in 6 months I streamed today, and it's just like and they're saying now I feel like I've got the energy back, and thank you LiveSpace for that, and we gosh we love hearing that. That is just so cool. And Joker, I see there, streaming space is exhausting, man. We hear this all the time, and here's a key differentiator of live space. If you're not fully figured out how live space is different than other platforms, um, there's some real key differences here, and on other platforms, man, you just to do anything, to get followers, to earn money and stuff, you got to be live, man, right? There's people that go live every day for hours a day, and it is a grind, and people get into that, and man, that's rough. And what we've done on LiveSpace is obviously you can go live like this, but we've got the whole social media element to it with your profile. You can post updates. On this past weekend on Veterans Day, I posted pictures of my dad and my granddad. My dad was a pilot in the Air Force in the Korean War. My granddad was a pilot in World War One. Like amazing, back when airplanes were just, like tiny little one propeller planes. Um, where was I going with that? Oh, I didn't know where I was going with that. The idea, I can post that kind of content on here, right? That's like Instagram and Facebook and other platforms. You can just post social media stuff that people can follow and like, and you can be discovered that way. You can post stuff about your gaming or your music or your whatever interests you have, and it's a way for people to find you, and your followers get, they can see stuff that you post about, and so it's a great way that when you're not live, you can still be discoverable, and that's really just so important. And then other elements that LiveSpace has, we brought in elements like from Patreon, where you can have content that's behind subscriber walls. And so I always use an example like a musician, right? Like I could play guitar, just stream for free, let people watch me. But my band's going to have a concert, and I want to charge, a cover charge for that, or whatever. And so we can do that. Now you can have that behind your the wall, and that people have to be a subscriber or pay to see that kind of content. And so we're bringing the best elements of all the different platforms over and bringing them here at LiveSpace, and we've really seen great feedback from people about that, that they see that, and they see how it's different, and man, I'll be the first to say, there will be growing pains as we go through this, but we are prepared. I've got a fantastic team here. I'm co-founder. Our founder Spencer, who you've all probably, or many of you have seen. He did a great stream a week ago. He'll be doing more. Uh, he and our just our core team of people are fantastic. People that were formerly at Twitch and formerly at YouTube, and our CTO was CTO for basically the Chinese version of YouTube for a number of years, and we just have an amazing team of people that's working very hard to make LiveSpace be as good as it can be. So um, we're we're working on all that. So let me jump back up in the chats here a little bit. Ba, 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 ba. Sponge, good to see you back here. Fat-headed noob, man, great to have you here. Thank you so much for being here. Let's see, Prophecy Be Canada. Oh, OG Goblin, man, great seeing you. Very happy to have you here as always. Fat-headed noob. Glad to see you were a propeller once. I'd love to hear that story sometime. We'll grab a drink and do that. Midgeworth, all to address your point there. You said getting ads on Todd stream. How dare the ads? Well, sorry. Actually, Midgeworth, I'm really happy you brought that up, because I was on a stream yesterday, just as an audience member, but chatting with a streamer, um, and we were talking about the ads that appear, and I freely said, we want to have ads. It's great for everybody, but we need to work on our ads a little bit. I want the ads to be as inobtrusive as possible. I want ads to be able to be there, and if it's of interest, I want to have ads that are generally of interest to the person that's seeing them. Right, that's key. Um, but I want that. We need to have the ads appear in a way that it doesn't just block the stream, and then you're like, what's going on, and then you suddenly come back into it. Um so Midgeworth, that I'm glad you brought that up, because that's something that's on our short list of things to work on. And ads will be around. That's a great way for all of us to keep this channel platform up and running. But I want the ads to be as inobtrusive as possible. So please watch for updates on that. I don't have any specific timeline or date, but it's something we're working on. So that's great to see. And I appreciate you saying that. And Roger Rabbit, great having you here. Jerry Live, Canada Airs your dad, awesome. Uh, love seeing some of that here. Bring in the family. I'm hearing you. Smokey, hey man, wow, let me jump in. Got lots of folks coming in here. Wow, we're up to wow, just got 20 folks in the room here now. I'm projecting actually maybe our biggest turnout today that we've had yet. I don't even know what the exact number was that's been the biggest so far, but we just had so much going on at I'll come back to you, Sponge. We've had so much going on at LiveSpace that we're just seeing increasing numbers of users signing up and using the platform. And our team here, we are just could not be more thrilled for that, and just to see the action that people are taking here on the platform and sharing about us, talking about us. So really cool. I'm trying to follow in some of the comments here. Joker, you asked if LiveSpace will have a presence at DreamHack. Not this year at all, but things like DreamHack and other things, we're certainly considering things to do. If we do something, it would be totally guerrilla, like show up with a bunch of people wearing LiveSpace T-shirts and go around and doing stuff. But we're not paying to be a participant in DreamHack. But those kind of conferences and gatherings are things that we're certainly keeping an eye on, and we're well aware of them. And our focus right now is just let's get LiveSpace going and get it up and running. So that's um, That's cool. So Jerry Lyman would do that. I don't really think that necessarily. The Bombardier, man, great having you here. Thank you for coming back. Uh, Very happy to have you, Rizzler. Awesome, Annie Cakes, great having you. Thank you. Uh, Hen, I've got. I'm just looking at everybody down here. Golden Boy Brian, very cool. Nathan Plays, super sweet having y'all here. Um, Very happy to see that. We got enough people in the room now here too. Mama Cuddles, thank you. Hi. Um, feel free. As I said, this is an Ask Me Anything kind of show that I do on Tuesdays. I This is a 1 hour show. I've got meetings at 10 o'clock my time, and it's on to the next thing. So I'll cram as much as I can into an hour here. I When I first started doing this, I spent a lot of time talking about just stuff I was seeing in the news, stuff that was interesting to me, and I'll do that a lot if we don't have a lot of questions coming in and stuff like that. But the one I was going to share just a little bit ago, I read lots, and I, I I get the Wall Street Journal, and this is from the weekend, from Saturday. But I kept this because, have y'all seen this electric micro scooter from Honda, the Moto Compacto? Check this thing out, and right, the Moto Compacto is like, it looks like you're riding a suitcase, but pretty awesome actually. It's $995, including the charger. Goes 15 miles an hour for 12 miles, and you can fold it all up and like carry it like a suitcase. All right, I think it's kind of cool. All right, I'd love to ride one of those around, see what that's like. So anyway, that's something I had to share. I'm just super curious about stuff like that. Hey, give it to Honda for putting stuff out like that. So I think that's pretty cool. Does anyone else do like scooters, or are you big scooter people? I live in the San Francisco area, and man, when shared scooters and stuff first came out like several years ago, that was just like, people were like, "What is going on around here?" You'd walk around in the city, and there would be like just scooters laying all over the sidewalks everywhere. And, people would be like, you're literally having to step over scooters, and it was just ridiculous. And then they tried to get into things. Well, you had to park them properly and do all this, and people never quite did that. And then cities were like, "We don't want scooters here anymore," and businesses were like, "I don't want scooters in front of my business because nobody can walk in the door and stuff." So anyway, I think they're here, or they will be here for forever. But somehow about like scooter etiquette, we gotta figure that out there. So, but no one's quite got that all figured out yet. But any case, I think about put a LiveSpace sticker right on the side of that thing. That'd be awesome, right? Actually, yeah, dude, that's some good guerrilla marketing. You didn't hear it from me, but I'll need to get LiveSpace logo stickers in the hands of a lot of people and go out there and just start tagging things all over. So didn't hear that from me, but anyway. Let's see. Nathan Plays. He used to have a Segway, then you fell on your ass. Oh man, if only you'd had your GoPro camera on at the time or something. That'd be well, mean, I'm glad you're obviously okay, but yeah, I've never done a Segway. I'm very curious about that. So, Smokey, aggressive pro skater. Wow, awesome. Um, Smokey, I want to hear about that. Like, what kind of pro skating? Like disco roller skating at the at the skating rink, or are you doing like hardcore like inline skating? And I don't even know what all the pro skater does, but ice skating. I don't know what kind of skater are you? I'd love to hear about that. So yeah. Talk to me. Tell me about here. Man, let me scroll down there. Got so much chat going on here. Becky Taylor, good to have you. Rizzler, all right, sweet. Dad's backlog, good to having you here. I'm totally scrolling down here. Jerry Live, right? Flying cars, surely coming soon. Man, that's another thing, right? It's awesome stuff. Um, I I'm so into that kind of stuff. I'd love to fly around in a car or do something. I just think that's awesome. I love the self-driving cars. I haven't ridden in one. They've we used to have them like everywhere in San Francisco. You see them just driving around, and then you could get on the list and actually get picked up by one, and sit in the back seat of a driverless car. And you've probably all seen this in the last few weeks. Companies have been pulling back on those General Motors and other companies that had them out for testing, just because a couple of pedestrians get hit, and that's bad. Don't ever want that. But pedestrians get hit by cars with drivers in them too. So there's just a lot of unknowns with it. But it's all happening. It's coming. I think the world would be much safer if every road on the car was just a self-driving car, right? They would all know exactly where they were, and they talk to each other, and you don't have these crazy people. I had a person yesterday just going down the street in where I live. It's a two-lane street. I was going, and this guy was in the left lane, and there's somebody making a left turn, and he just wasn't going to wait, and he like was trying to get out in the my lane of traffic, but there's cars. I was just one of many, and he's pulling out basically right in front of me as I'm driving by at 35 miles an hour. So I honk at him. I'm not really a honker, but I did it more. 80% I did it just as a warning to him, and 20% I did it to kind of give him the bird for trying to pull out in front of me. And then he gets up next to me, in the lane after he gets around there, and he gives me the bird literally. And I was just like, smiled at him, like, have a good day. So anyway, I don't know where I was going with all that, but there's just crazy people. Oh, I was talking about how much better self-driving cars are, but I love to drive too. So I don't know. Always sitting in the back seat of the uh, of a car. Who knows? I don't know. We'll figure that out. But let me see some comments here. Joker asked a question. Todd, what are your thoughts on the live streaming space and how LiveSpace will make it better for not just the creator, but for the viewer experience? Joker, that's a great question. What comes to mind first for me is what we're trying, well, not what we're trying to do, what we are doing at LiveSpace for discoverability of creators. We are not putting on the homepage just the creators with the largest following, which you see on other platforms. We want discoverability for creators on the platform. I love it when I see people that say, I streamed here for the first time and I got 10 followers, or I streamed here, twice, and I've now got, 40 followers, and people are like, my gosh, it's so good. Or we have people doing posts on other platforms, Twitter and places saying, I did my first stream on LiveSpace, and I was right there featured on the homepage, and I got new followers, and I love to see that. And that's so much what we want. So Joker, I think for the viewers coming in, they might come in to see one person. You might get a lot of people coming to see you, but we want to show them other people too. Let's find stuff about that. So I think that's maybe one of the biggest things of what we're doing. There's other things too on how it's better for viewers. It kind of goes back to what I was saying earlier when creators have profiles set up and viewers can come in and search for things and find creators, if the creator is not live. Man, on YouTube live and stuff, if you're not actually live, there's just nothing there. Nobody's going to find you. Same on most of the other platforms. So we want to make it where people can come in and just find people going on some of the tags for things like with music and gaming, to find things of interest that they want to do. We are bringing in, working on having more detailed things in like the tagging and things like that. So people don't want to just come in and find people that are into gaming. They want to find people that are playing a specific game. You can do that now as a streamer. You can put, hashtag whatever the game name is you're playing, and people can come in and search that and they'll find you. So you can put that in your profile. You can do it when you're streaming. But we're going to continue to work on that and make it as easy as possible for viewers to come in and find creators that they want to follow or just want to check out. So it's really a you know hopefully a win-win for everyone involved. Let me go on. I got lots of stuff here. Dad's backlog. You asked, Todd, how can we clear messages in chat? Is that on the to-do list? Thank you. Good question. My team and I were literally talking about this last night. We're kind of debating: do we want to clear chat completely, or do we want to put like a timestamp next to the chat so you can kind of see, well, here's today's and here was yesterday's. We're going to test that a little bit. I'm initially on the line of, I just want to have a clear chat and come in and start fresh. Others on my team are like, no, I like it to see like what's been talked about in this channel before, but it'd be good to at least have a timestamp to say, here's where a new day started or a new view that I came in for. So, Dad's backlog. Do you have any real preference on that, or does anybody else? What do you think on that? Drop some things in the chat. I'm happy to hear what people are thinking of. So we're working on that, and yeah, we want to hear what people would really like to see. We're all ears. I always say I got two ears and one mouth, right? So I need to listen at least twice as much as I talk. Um, so let's see, man. I'm looking at some comments here. Golden Boy Brian says, as a new streamer, why should I consider LiveSpace? What's the platform bringing to the table that's different from, say, Kick? Candir gave him an arrow with that. Golden Boy Brian, can I call you Brian? Really good question on that. I'll give you a few reasons, or I could talk for a long time about this, but real clear, a couple things. On LiveSpace, I talked about before about how discoverability for creators is key for us. We don't feature only the top most popular creators on LiveSpace. We want to promote as many people as possible to get you in front of as many viewers and community, help you build community here on LiveSpace. Number two, Brian, is unlike other platforms, unlike Kick, unlike YouTube, unlike Twitch, uh, for you to begin earning income on LiveSpace, you do that from day one here. From the moment you go live, you begin to earn revenue. On other platforms, you have to have a minimum number of followers or subscribers. You have to stream a minimum amount of time uh, on a monthly basis to qualify to get paid. We don't do that. When Spencer and I were starting LiveSpace, and we said, what we were creators, and we're like, what do we want to see? What would we want? And we've built it out working. We work with Stripe on the payments and things. We've got it all worked out for safety and things on that. But we said we are able to pay people basically immediately. If you go live on LiveSpace for the first time, somebody tips you, those things. I mean, you will literally see that like the next day, or if it's on a Friday, maybe on Monday. But it's like daily payouts on LiveSpace, and that's blown people's minds when they've seen that. We've had a lot of people post on social media about that. They literally like take a screenshot of they got their payment. And they're like, "Oh my god, I went live yesterday and I just got paid today." And the first day might be $4 or something like that, but that's real money, right? That's your money. We're not going to sit on the money and do whatever with it for days or weeks to get you paid. That's your money, and so we want to get that to you as quickly as possible. So that's a few good reasons, Brian, of what makes LiveSpace different than Kick and other platforms. I want to say too, we're going for a vibe here that is very welcoming and friendly, and just treats everyone with respect. We have seen some streamers come in that have not been good in that way. We've had people complain and note that. we take that very seriously. We have a team of people that does trust and safety. That when a streamer, if they get called out for doing something, our trust and safety folks will look at that and determine what needs to be done. We've banned a few people from LiveSpace. We've kind of put a hold on their streams that they were not able to go live for a period of time, and we communicate with those streamers on why we did that. We want to help educate people on why that's important for them to follow our we have guidelines that we take very seriously. Those are not just there for to say we have guidelines. That's part of the kind of community that we're trying to build. um and so where was I going with that too? I guess back to the idea of kind of what differentiates us and things. um that's a big thing. And I'm an openly gay community creator. I want to see my community here. I want to see you know black and Latino and male, female, old, young, whatever. I want this to be a place that we can all come. I'm a lover, not a fighter. But don't piss me off, because man, I can take you on. But it's this is a platform of good vibes, positive energies, and we want to. That is our vision for this, and we're working hard to keep that going. So we will hit bumps everywhere along the way, especially as we start getting into the tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions of streamers on LiveSpace. Um, it's going to be. It gets more complicated. We get that, but our vision is very clear, and we're working very hard to maintain that kind of essence of LiveSpace. So I hope that's good. I want everyone to see that. So um, I am looking here. Wow, I'm so behind on uh, Midgeworth. Thank you. I see you like weighing in, answering a few people question in there. Thank you so much. Nightmare, man. You got some self-driving trucks here running different cargo routes. Awesome. You have to go and have self-driving cars. So cool. Midgeworth, you're talking about LiveSpace giving some profits to reduce carbon emissions. We give 1% of stuff to reduce carbon emissions. We wanted to do something, to try to help with that. So that's what we're doing. That was important to us. We all live on this planet, and there's bad stuff happening on this planet. So we need to be doing something to help. So we'll do more and more as we get richer. We'll do more of it. For now, we're giving 1%, so that's super cool. Let me just say hi to a few people. We've got a lot more coming in here. Mr. Matza, Bang Bang Bunny, Lethal Lightning. It's just tea. Chirping Troy. All right. Thank you all for coming in. Missy Misfire, Sly, Chris AM, Ultra Fox Gaming. Awesome. Thank you all. Really appreciate you all being in here. Wow, let me jump. I'm still scrolling and looking at some questions here. I want to answer as many as I can here. Lethal Lightning. He said, LifeSpace is going well so far. People are generous with subs. You'd love to see a clips feature or something similar. Really, really happy to have you say that. That's another. You're going to hear me say this a lot. We're working on it. These things all take time, but we're getting close on that. Where you'll be able to do clips of a stream. We're trying to build in a thing too that you can kind of change the orientation of a clip a little bit. If you want to do something that's going to be postable on TikTok and things like that, just to get the layout of the image, make it as simple for you to do that. So please stay tuned. We are working on that. We did add pretty recently, just in the last couple of weeks. If you go click on your dashboard link in the lower left of your screen, if you're viewing on a desktop or a laptop, if you go into dashboard and you can see in there, let me kind of click through that here. If you go there and you see, it'll take you to your dashboard, and if you click on archive, that'll show all of your stream history and your download stream recordings. And then you'll see the little switch on the far right of those. It's to go public, and if they're black, if the it's black and then little dots on the left, those are not public. That's only you are seeing those. But if you click on that and it turns green, then that's publicly viewable. That people coming into your profile, they'll be able to see those video recordings that you did. We still offer on that if you want to do some edited video now elsewhere, you can bring in a link like from YouTube and post that when you're doing a post. And ultimately, our goal is to just keep everything within LiveSpace, but we do allow you to link out to other platforms and things. We are creator first here. We want to make LiveSpace a good place for you as a creator, and so that's about helping you connect other platforms that you stream on, and where you have recorded video or anything like that, your social media accounts. We want you to be able to link to those. As a creator, you're trying to build audience everywhere, right? You're not only a creator on one platform, maybe, but a lot of people aren't. So so that's that's good stuff. Let me see here. Scrolling down. Let's see. Fat-headed noob. You're asking, is it worth putting a career interest in with the LiveSpace team or wait for positions? You're asking, in my opinion. I'll give you kind of a little answer. We will, when we are actively hiring for positions, we will post those. We'll have those on our website and on LinkedIn and places like that that people can find. But we are having people are sending us their resumes and an email explaining what they do, what they're interested in. I'm happy to get those. You'll get a message saying that we've received it. We do keep those, and we look at those, and we'll kind of catalog emails and emails and resumes and things that come in, based on what people's skills are and what your interests are. Um, when we are actively hiring, that we will be posting those positions on there. But I'm happy to have people send that in. What I know will happen, I've worked at several startup companies that began to scale, and I've been around this for a long time in my career. And when a company is ready to really scale and take off. I've been at companies. I was at one company. I was like employee number, I think 40. I wasn't on the very first team, but in the time I was there, we went from 40 employees to over 300 employees in like less than a year, right? So, that's going to happen. And so, at that point, then, we're looking for resumes and we're looking for people. So, short answer on that fat-headed noob is please feel free to send us your resume, an email, explain your interest, what you do, what you could bring to LiveSpace, and we'll take a look. Likely we may not be hiring for that right at the moment you do that, but it's good to get on our radar and let us know. So I'll watch out for one if you send something in. Let's see, real quick. Man, I got so many comments. Roger Rabbit, you said, I like if each stream has its own separate chat log. That's if you can delete the rude ones, you're fine with that. Dad's backlog says that. Okay, yeah. Good. I will note all of this to see here. Pocketful of Geese, you're weighed in there. You like the ability to clear chat, perhaps with a command. Cool. I'll take that in mind. Ian Explosion asking channel chat and stream chat. That's a good question. I don't have an answer for you, frankly, on that right now. I'm gonna copy these here. I do a lot of screen grabs and stuff on stuff here. This chat, I share these questions and comments here, so that this is good. Oh yeah, pocketful of geese. Thank you, man, so much for letting Dad's backlog know about the shield icon at the top of the chat. That's so true. Check that out, people. If you click on that shield icon on the right above the live chat there, um, that you'll see moderation mode and things that you can do with your chat. Right? We do give you some control here. Missy Misfire, yes, about the clipping of streams is going to be a feature to come. We talked about that a little bit ago. Yes, it is. Please stay tuned. We are working on that, and so we're getting there. So it's come on, come with us on that, and but just stay tuned. We're working there. Um, let's see. It's just tea. You say super thankful for having my bug reports heard by the LiveSpace staff. You are welcome. Thank you for putting in bug reports. We want to hear from creators on our site. If something's not working right, and we may be aware of it already, but there have been a few things that people have found that we're like, ooh, we didn't know that, or we made some changes to something and it broke something else. So, man, when that happens, uh, we really value the eyeballs of our creators to do that, and to please tell us about that. We read everyone, and we look at it, and we put them on a list, and we prioritize the ones that are most urgent, and we'll get to them. So thank you. Keep doing that. um, Terpene Troy. All right, I hear you. There's all these nudges going on here, but you bet you're down to do karaoke with me? Mm. We'll bring it. Actually, that's a great segue. Another update that I talked about maybe a week or two ago, something we've got coming up. We are building into LiveSpace here the ability for co-hosting of streams. So when we get that done, Troy, I'm going to call you Troy. When we get that done, Troy, we could do a stream like this, and you and I could be co-hosting a stream, and we could just like go like hardcore karaoke against each other, and people could just watch us and fall to their knees on how amazing both of us are, frankly. But I'll be a little more amazing, I think, because. But anyway, that's yeah, that'd be cool. Uh, uh, Smokey said, "I'm still yet to gain your first sub." Man, somebody in the room sub Smokey. Show him some love. I want to get people up here. Uh, Jerry, I mean, you caught up on my thing about earlier about that. We're not collecting interest on your payouts, right? We don't keep it for 30 days and earn a percent of interest before we pay that out to you. So yeah, thank you. Good to know that. Missy Misfire, you're asking if we're doing show tunes, karaoke, or other. Man, I tell you, I always say drop some suggestions in the chat here. I always have make a song or two in mind that I might do. I'm a show tunes kind of guy too. Like I love good. Give me a good Broadway show tune or the crooners, right? Like Sinatra, kind of stuff. I will belt that out all day long. But I got a few other good ones here. What I'm not good at is like any song in the last 5 years. Like I don't even know. Like if you told me to sing a Justin Bieber song or something, I I have no idea. I don't know what they are. Um, all right, Troy. I see it. You're going Broadway on me here. You got your Chicago. We could do like a competition, but not even a competition, a friendly competition. We could like sing songs from like today is the Chicago broadcast, and we just sing all the songs from Chicago. That'd be pretty awesome. Golden Boy Brian might do your first stream today. Awesome, awesome. If I'm around and I see you come in, I tell you what, Brian, I'm gonna right now. Everybody do this. I'm gonna give you a follow. You got 13 followers already, dude, and you haven't even streamed. Hey, look at you, man. All right, I'm going to give you a follow, so I'll get a notification if you go live. Um, I want to see that. So do your first stream today. I'm going to check it out. Um, Jerry Live, you said you filed a complaint this morning and it was dealt with within a 10-minute period. Dude, thank you. Um, we're on it. We're on it. And so truly appreciate you coming in with that. But now I'm reading your next comment where you say Jerry versus Todd in the first LiveSpace boxing match. All right. Can I file a complaint about that? I want to. Wow, boxing match. Okay. Well, let's see. All right. I'll drink some hard black coffee before that one. But all right, we'll take care of that. But I'll consider that. But that would definitely bring viewers in for sure. I think so. Um, so we'll keep that in mind. Roger, right? Catch me outside, right? Becky Taylor. Oh man, good to see you. I love you threw in that comment about the disabled community too. Thank you. That is so true. We talked about that before. Bringing in elements of LiveSpace went for streaming and the chats and just everything. For or and with captioning and things like that for people that maybe don't speak are not able to speak, don't speak. How can we help them? So gosh, this is all stuff we're working on. Our list is huge, but please know that we have a list and we are looking at things and we are prioritizing, the most important things, the things that we can get done. There'll be a lot more to come, and it may not move as quickly as you all would love to see, but please know we are working on this, and my team. I am so proud of everybody working at LiveSpace. We're a small team still, but I'm so proud of everyone of really stepping up and just looking at people's comments and concerns and suggestions and we're putting these plans into action. We are taking action on this stuff. We listen to everything our users say, and we were working to make LiveSpace the best platform out there. End of story. So that's what we're doing. Bang Bang Bunny, I see there. You're new here. Glad you could catch me live today. I'm glad you could catch me live. Awesome. Uh, really happy to have you here. I am totally slow in my scrolling here. I'm talking about stuff we talked 15 minutes ago. Nathan plays. Man, you're nailing it. We're on this one already. You said it'd be nice to sub for more months rather than just a month. We're working on that. Literally, that's one thing we're working on quickly. That was when we did it. Yeah, we got some immediate feedback. I'll call it constructive criticism from people, like with the subs about the months. So yeah, stay tuned. That's coming. Um, Candex Air, you're asking, is Livestream integrated with Botrix or anything like that? Or if you're multi-streaming, am I able to combine the chats? Oh yeah, good question. Good question. We don't have that happening yet. That's something else that came up before from other people on things like that. So we are bringing in the whole multi-streaming ability that you have again over in your dashboard link. If you click on that, you can go in and you'll see things there for like with the apps section on that. Right now we have Streamlabs, social stream, which is for overlay chat on screen, connect your fourth wall account, which I'll get to that in a second. And so, yeah, apps and extensions will be continually adding things to that. We're talking right now with different companies about partnering in ways like that. So, um, Candex there, I'm gonna copy that question you asked there, and I'm gonna bring that. I'll share that with my team. So that's good. So please know that we are aware of that request, and so yeah, we'll be working on that. So thank you for asking that. Um, yeah, Pocket Geese, you kind of answered my question about social stream can handle that, and I should have read ahead. Pocketful of Geese just answered it the correct way. I'm so glad I got a lot smarter people than me in my chat here. So thank you, Pocketful of Geese, for answering that. Midgeworth, you weighed in there that specifically about some of this waiting for approval. That you were correct about that. That's kind of where I was going, but Pocketful of Geese, jumped in. There's some different things. Oh, and Pocketful of Geese, man, I'm so happy you brought up Do It Pruitt 82. Man, everybody, check out. Here are only dings here. That's telling me they got 10 minutes left. But thank you, Pocketful of Geese, man. Everybody, like, go right now or right after the stream. Look at Do It Pruitt 82, his profile. He did like some YouTube videos and stuff on kind of how to videos and stuff. Really, really good stuff. Um, Talking about things with that and yeah, Pineapple Cookies, you mentioned that pinned in the Discord channel, which by the way, we have a great, very active Discord channel. There's a link to that on the homepage of LiveSpace. On the bottom, you'll see the Discord pig face on there. You can click on. But yeah, definitely check that out. There's some really good videos that people are putting out right now. That's super good. All right, all right, all right. And Just T, awesome. You mentioned back to Candex era that you talked to Genrix. Wants to see 1,000 live channels on LiveSpace. Man, that'll be here quick. So yeah, yeah, yeah. All right, awesome. Great stuff. Love seeing all the little kind of hearts coming out here for Nathan Plays and Bree, like flirting here and during my stream. But all good, good to see. Well, let me scroll here. Let's see, lots of stuff here. Oh, Smokey. All right. Here's a perfect. You said you submitted your Boost application. Awesome. Glad you did. For those of you that are not aware of Boost, that is a plan that we're implementing, putting in right now. We are going to be selecting 1,000 creators to give a 100% revenue split to for 1 year. And what's in it for the creator is obvious. It's a 100% revenue split, for a full year. What's in it for LiveSpace is we're going to get people that really want to stream on LiveSpace, right? That's instead of us just putting advertising out there and things like that, we decided we'd rather put that kind of advertising money into the pockets of creators on LiveSpace that are really want to help LiveSpace grow and build audience and bring in hardcore communities of people that really want to be around here and so uh, we recently announced our first 50 streamers of the 1,000. We're selecting right now the next, I think it's 50 or 75, but there's more coming, and we're going to be rolling these out pretty quickly moving forward. But we're getting more and more applications for that. So if you've not submitted an application, I don't know if someone's in the room here. If you can grab the link to that, if you know where that is. Otherwise, I'll pull it up here. I'm gonna find it here. So you'll hear me all the time. I can't talk and type at the same time. So I am going to our stream website here. And pardon me if somebody's already posted this in the chat. My chat's kind of way back where this question got answered, but there's a link. Oh, and again, I'm doing the bug that I got before. I got to call this out. I'm not able to post a comment in my own chat. Go to the about.live.space and click on news, and you'll see there announcing LiveSpace Boost 100% subscriber split for 1 year. So check that out, and we'll and apply for that. Look at the requirements for streamers that have been on LiveSpace for periods of time already that may not meet the exact requirements. We're still encouraging you to apply. We want to reward people that came in early with us and and that have been here and really helping us to get where we are. So So yeah, let's see. I'm grabbing something. Necrocatic Games. You ask an important question here. You said yesterday, super offensive name, just refollowing for 20 times in a row. How would you stop or block that next time? I'm sorry if you had any experience like that. We want to avoid that as much as possible. Obviously, we don't know if that's coming, right? But we want to be there for it. There's a few things. Number one, I guarantee you, and I promise you that when we see something come up, if we see comments or people tell us about somebody, we look at it. And myself or one of my team members might go into the chat and kind of see. I did that on one that the person saw me there, and then he's wanting to talk to me. I posted a couple kind of friendly comments, but I'm not going to pick a fight in public for something like that, in someone's own channel. But my team is aware of it, and we're going to take a look at that. So, but in terms of how you can stop or block somebody, if you go in, you can go in on the. I'm going to pull up somebody here and take a look. Hang on. Yeah, you're able to uh, kind of moderate in people that are in your stream and stuff. So you click on like that little shield and stuff, and you'll see some different tools that you can have for that. So so do check that out. Um, Joker, love your comment there. Live streams is so good. Feels like how live streaming should always be. Thank you. Appreciate that. Jerry Live, you responded to Necro. Thank you. Saying you find that reporting the profile with a record of the problem is the best solution. It's acted on by their safety team in a fast manner. You can now block users via the shield. So thank you. Yeah, Jerry Live, I love it. You're doing my job for me. I'm just gonna have coffee and sing songs all day long. It's awesome. Everybody too, like, just hear me when I say this. I i am so excited and so thrilled to have the quality of people on LiveSpace that are really here to be just great creators, helping other creators to figure out how to use LiveSpace. Putting out good stuff. You can be edgy and all that. That's all good. We're not you know total, against all that. But man, you just got to be right, or just be good. And it's just like, yeah, we just, and so this is all for us here. Necrocatic Games, I love your all caps. Thank you. Absolutely loved streaming yesterday. First day on LiveSpace. That is so awesome. Necro, I'm gonna watch for you too, man. I want to see what you are working on, and the kind of streams you do. I'm excited to see that. So, um, really, really glad to see that. So I'm thrilled you're here, and again, welcome to LifeSpace, or as I say, welcome home. Um, Bree, very curious to maybe try a stream over here. I hope you do. Let's see. Man, I got to catch up. Mountain Gaming said hi, Todd. Hey, creepy horse man, you are always creeping. Uh, Jace, explain plans it all. Oh my gosh, I got to say this. Jay Z plays it all. Oh my god, I got to work on your name. But all good. Hey, good to see you. Nathan plays. You said here regarding restream, will actually be added rather than using the RTMP URL. We're working with restream and places now to get us added in there. So that it takes a little time, but we're working on that. We've got some other platforms that are um, that we're talking to, and I wish it was just a one click thing to get us in there, but UltraFox, that you're saying here that the speed of getting things done and updating the app is pretty good and fast. Thank you. I'm going to call you on that. You say the app. Somebody asked that earlier too about when's an app coming. Right now we're web based. We did that purposefully in the beginning. Majority of people are streaming, from the web, like we're doing right now. But please know that an app is high on our list, and that'll be coming. Hopefully the first quarter of 2024. So, um, I'll just say as early as possible in 2024, we'll have an app available for LiveSpace that is going to be just fantastic too. That's going to be great for creators. It'll be super good for audiences, communities to come in and be able to access it from anywhere. So yeah, keep an eye out for that. But UltraFox, thanks for good comment on that. I'm at 10 o'clock. I'm still yabbing away. I'm going to send a quick note to my team. I'm going to stay here for a few extra minutes, chat with y'all. Let me let my team know that I'm just going to be a few minutes late. Hang on a second. All right. You can watch me type. All right. Cool. Awesome. Oops. All right. Good stuff. All right. I'm going to scroll way down here. It's just T. I see some things here. Roger Rabbit, candle or lighter emojis that you can wave around. I love that idea. Um, oh man, let's see. And Terpene Troy, man, I love it. You're about so down for a karaoke night. We'll figure that out. I think that'd be fun. Um, I think that would be pretty awesome. Let's see. And it's just T. Thank you so much for alerting Genrix of LifeSpace. Really, really appreciate that. I'll take all the help I can get for that. Um, Golden Boy, Brian, I see you're a big emote guy and you love making the most for your chat and only 9 spots. That's what we have currently. I'll look at that. I'll see with my team. I'm not sure actually why we have just 9 spots. What our decision was on that. I'll bring that up. That's a good question. If I had an answer, I would tell you, but I'll share that with my folks here, and we'll take a look. Let's see, man. I'm just like I've got to scroll way down. I might be missing a few comments here, but I got to get current here with what I'm out. And I'm seeing here. I want to bring some of your military veterans that suffer from PTSD to come stream here. I'm all for that. That's great. Um, oh, let's see, creepy. I'm seeing your comment here about your viewers were wondering if there could be a prompt asking if you are sure you want to unfollow after hitting the unfollow button. They all just follow again, but that would be a good add-on. I think that's brilliant. That should be, I would think, a pretty easy thing to do. Just do a little pop-up like, are you sure? Like, honestly, you really want to stop following creepy? Right? Right? It's like, now, of course they're going to say, oh, oops, that was a mistake. Of course I want to keep following him. And while I'm at it, I'll tip him. So yeah, that's great. I'll share that in my meeting that I'm already late for. Oh man, I'm scrolling here as quick as I can. Let's see. So many people answering other people's questions. Thank you so much. Candex area, you're asking, is it just one sub at a time, or can people do 5, 10, 20 at a time? We got lots of questions about that. And the way we had it set up in the beginning, we had it set up you could do one sub at a time. And then we quickly figured out like that's not right. We need people to be able to do multiple subs at a time. And that's high on our list. We're working on that like literally as we speak. So stay tuned for that. That's come up from multiple streamers, and so yeah, that's we're getting there. So thank you for mentioning that. That's really good. And of course, Pocketful Geese beat me to that. Pocketful Geese, thank you. Let's see. All right, all right, all right. Let me jump in here. So many good questions. My gosh, I'm just not going to have time for so many of these. But please know, I'm here every Tuesday and Thursday. I do tea days with Todd. Tuesdays I'm at 9 a.m. Pacific time. Thursdays I'm at 3 p.m. Pacific time. I get more people from Europe and other time zones that aren't really around. For people from Hawaii don't really want to be here right now or at 9 a.m. my time. Um, so anyway, all good here. So great. So please come in. Um, I see lots of comments here. I just don't have time to answer everybody's thing. But I please know that these questions and things that you post here, I do note these, and I these are important to me. So um, I got oh, and I just see lots of love comments here to me and others, and that just makes my heart beat. I love it. Um, Thank you so much. Creepy. I love it. Your hooves are crossed for boost. Super good. All right. I got. I'm just going to scroll way to the bottom here. Oh, Killamvor. I got to get back to baking. If you're still here, bake away. Live stream your baking. I want to see that on here. That's so good. Um, and yeah, bake away is what I would say. So Nathan, yeah, super super sweet. Thank you. Uh, Take care of yourself, and you're welcome for me and Spencer and our team creating LiveSpace. But thank you for being here. This is this takes two to tango right here, so we're good here. All right, I'm going to do this. I'm over time. My team is waiting in a meeting for me. They're probably talking and making decisions without me knowing what I'm doing here. Um, uh, Bud Racing 88. Thank you. Excited for the future. Time for iRacing streams. Bring it on, man. Bring them. Missy Fire, thank you. Um, Mountain Gaming, thank you for that. You know what? I'm going to go out. I'm going to do a song. I used to hide that. I used to like try to surprise people and say like, "Oh, I happen to have a microphone in my hand." The Bluetooth but device is ready to pair. See, it is talking to me already. So, and you'll hear again. The Bluetooth device is connected successfully. I'm just going to grab a song that I did or that I chose earlier, and you're just going to do it. So it's pretty good for me here. I'm going to sing for you. Well, just you'll know it, but it's kind of what I'm feeling right now. All the love that I'm feeling here, and so let's take a listen. All right, Louis Armstrong here. How about that? So sing along, light your candles. Okay, I'll give you a follow. All right, all right. Oh, and you know what? Oh yeah, here we go. All right, sing along. I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue, clouds of bright blessed day, the dark sacred night, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also faces of people going by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, "How do you do?" They're really saying, "I love you." I hear babies cry. I am you. They'll learn much more than I'll ever know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. There's a lot of love in this world, and it is wonderful. Bad things are. I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Oh, it is wonderful. I love you all. Hashtag love Todd, all that. Thank you for being here. All the love to all of you. Uh, let's go out and make LiveSpace just the place to be. Hashtag stream LiveSpace when you're posting. Get us out there, share us. But I look forward to seeing you all here. Thank you. I will see you Thursday at 3 p.m. Pacific time for the next Tea Days with Todd. Love you. Bye.